Millar. I'm one of the partners in the Gilson Green Employment Law team, and it was really just a quick update in terms of the First Minister's announcement today. So it's clear that for many businesses, I think there was hope that there would be some evidence of the kind of green shoots of recovery. And whilst it's not a complete lockdown, for many businesses is going to be an even more challenging time. There were certain demands placed by the other parties on the First Minister in terms of how she was going to support not just the workers and their salaries and wages, but also the businesses themselves. And it was pleasing to hear that there's going to be a fund put in place, but we don't have any details. And I think, being frank about it, if you're needing to rely upon these funds, we've no idea when that money will arrive, how much money will be there, how much is going to be allocated, and particularly if your business is within the hospitality sector, then this is a significant period of concern that you're going to go into. Just when we thought we were beginning to see some kind of return to normality is maybe not the right word, but some kind of business continuity or businesses opening, then that's been taken away from you. And I know the pressure of trying to cover your staff costs, which is always a big impact or a big concern for many businesses. And with the job retention scheme and the furlough leave, then there was an ability for the majority of businesses to benefit from that. Its replacement, the job support scheme, doesn't offer the same level of benefit. And all that does is increase the liability or the demand on you as the business owner. And much as we have this fund in place, how quickly that can be accessed, how much value can be added to your business remains to be seen. And I think for me, it's about looking very, harshly, frankly, brutally at your own business, looking at the staff costs, looking at the likelihood of any kind of return in the foreseeable future. And I think it's difficult to predict the future. That's what we conclude. We were told by the Scottish Government that we would introduce these harsher measures over the last few weeks to try and avoid any more stringent measures. That's not been possible simply because the rate of infection is obviously increasing. So I think predicting the future will always be a challenge, and particularly so now when we don't know whether or not, although the announcements are to last for the next 14 days, who knows whether or not we're going to then see a massive change after 14 days. I would very much doubt it. And I think a lot of businesses we're speaking to are planning actually almost on 2021 as being when they even think about returns to the office or return to a greater degree of normality. So I guess for the businesses, for your business, your obligation is to make sure that your business remains as viable as it possibly can. And unfortunately, that will involve making some really difficult decisions, particularly in relation to things like redundancies and kind of looking at closing parts of the business. And for the past few months, then the employment team here have been helping a huge number of businesses on their redundancy plans, and it's one of those ones that it's very important to get right and very easy to get wrong. So what I'm asking you to do is look very carefully at your business. If we can help in any way to help you with the review, to look at the costs, to look at what your options are, then by all means get in touch with us. But I think now's the time to make those difficult decisions that have perhaps been parked during the job retention scheme. But that comes to an end in the end of October. We're then into this job support scheme. So for me, now's the time to be properly looking at the business, properly assessing whether or not this can remain as a going concern and how viable certain parts of the business are. So please, if we can be of any assistance, then get in touch with us whatever way you want, phone, email, through the website, whatever it may well be. But always happy to help, and I guess it's kind of good luck.